No, Chucky, stop playing the race card, because to get into the building you work in every day, people need picture ID. To get into your Democratic convention, people need picture ID. By your definition, that would make you racist, Chuck Schumer. Here with reaction, Republican Congressman Jim Jordan. And also joining us, we call him Matt Firebrand Gaetz. Thank you both for being with us. Mr. Jordan, your reaction to all this today. Do you believe SR1 will pass in the Senate? Because if it does, it would be an unmitigated disaster for the country.
No, you're right. I certainly hope it doesn't, Sean. I don't think it will. They want to nationalize all the problems from the last election. You know, that last election where that 80 million Americans have their concerns about, where President Trump increased his vote with Hispanic Americans, African Americans, got 11 million more people to vote for him, won 19 of 20 bellwether counties, won Ohio by 8, Iowa by 8, Florida by 3, but somehow lost to the guy who never left his house. So that's the concern we have when you do something unconstitutional that puts in place the same thing across the country. That was the problem in the key swing states. That's a huge problem. And to add insult to injury, it asks the taxpayers to pay for campaigns. Just what the folks Matt and I get to represent want to do, pay for the re-election of Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer.
Matt?
Great to be on with America's best Congressman, Jim Jordan. H.R. 1 should die its proper death in the Senate, but we should be worried that elements of H.R. 1 are being implemented all over the country. And it's one of the reasons why the election for Secretary of State in Georgia is one of the most important in America. If Jody Hice, a great congressman, can win that race and can fix Georgia, it will function as a roadmap for the rest of America, because so many of my constituents ask, what can we do to restore election integrity? And oftentimes that will have to be on a state-by-state basis. But H.R. 1 isn't about elections, it's about power, Sean. And what will Democrats do with that power? I saw an example today in the House Armed Services Committee where we weren't talking about China, we weren't talking about North Korea or Iran. The House Armed Services Committee was wondering whether we needed to check the social media accounts of our service members to see if they might have one day liked a Pepe the Frog meme or posted on a forum where somebody else might have posted offensive conduct. So cancel culture is alive and well. It is coming for our military, and H.R. 1 will allow Democrats to be able to forever centralize power and weaponize the cancel culture against our fellow Americans.
Jim Jordan, my understanding is they need a quorum, and it's not a case where Kamala Harris could be the tie-breaking vote in the Senate. Right. And if all 50 Republicans stay out of the chamber, they don't get to break the legislative filibuster. I say if that's what it takes, Republicans need to not go to work and say, we won't show up if that is what you're going to do to this country.
Right. Whatever it takes to stop this bill needs to happen. Mitch McConnell was clear a week and a half ago when he gave the speech and said, we will basically shut down the Senate if you're going to proceed and do away with the filibuster and move to pass H.R. 1. It is that dangerous. And Matt's exactly right. They pass this kind of legislation. We have no border, and they don't want us to be able to talk and debate it because they're trying to cancel us if we bring up these issues. That's how ridiculous, that's how radical the left has become. And that's why we got to continue to speak out against all the crazy policies they've been doing.
And I think I can enlist Firebrand Matt Gaetz to say that Jim Jordan for the Senate from Ohio, I don't know, has a nice ring to it. Matt, what do you think?
I'd vote for Jim Jordan for Ohio Senate, for president, or for Pope if he ran for it.
Oh, good grief. I don't know if you get to vote. I don't know if you get to run for that if you're not a Cardinal. I don't know. I have no idea what the rules are. Free Britney. All right. Thank you.
This is Congressman Matt Gaetz. If you liked that video, make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on social media, and join us on our daily podcast, Hot Takes with Matt Gaetz, on your favorite podcast listening platform.